John, Bradford have just beaten York, a very convincing performance, and have now got their playoff spot.
Yeah, delighted. I mean, that's is that right with how you've worked it all out, Mick? Oh, good. Well, I'm pleased about that because I can't work all the rugby league things out. But
yeah, they've definitely booked the playoff spot.
Well, that was our start of the season goal, and so that can be ticked off. Now, obviously, we've got to decide where we're going to finish within the playoffs, and obviously, the higher the better.
Can't help but notice that Danny Brough returned his first game in 9, John, and he really did stamp his mark on proceedings.
Well, I've said this, you must get sick of me saying it, but whenever we've had two halfbacks, we've won, and that's the top and bottom of it, you know. So he put his hand up after last week's. He wasn't happy as I wasn't, and the players weren't. He put his hand up to play, and we gave him all the tests this week, and obviously you can see the difference when he's out there, and Jordan Lily's also maturing greatly. So, you know, we're looking pretty good at the minute. We're in a good place, and it was a great reaction to last week's disappointment. Although we won, you know, we felt we didn't play that well. But today we've won, and I think we've played very well also.
You really did set the groundwork early doors, going into that 12-0 lead, and then an error saw York come back, but then you regained your composure and you had a real strong finish. Yeah,
we did. Yeah, I mean, the only time we looked under the cosh was they had 9 sets to our 4, and we looked a bit under the cosh at that point. You know, 10 minutes was after half time, but once the possession evened itself out, it was a comfortable but accomplished victory. And the processes that we went through they were executed very, very well indeed. So you're speaking to a very happy coach.
Matty Dawson-Jones left early doors, John. That forced you into a reshuffle.
Yeah, it looks as if he's broken his thumb. You know, he just can't get on the field, can't the kid? It's just bad luck, you know. And it was you don't plan for wingers going down, but after 3 minutes he went down, and I thought Rhys Evans did great being pushed out on the wing. Murph did great going into the centre, and Sam Alice played, you know, all the game in the second row. So they've all played out of position, but they've played tremendously well, and everybody's done the job to a very, very good degree.
Once again, John, the forwards, I know we talk about the forwards time and time again, but you saw in that first half laying that forward momentum, really suffocating York.
Yeah, I think today though, Mick, I think everybody's done the job, you know, and that's what I said. I said, when you win like this at a place like this against a good team like these, it's great. That's what sport's all about, and everybody in that changing room's contributed, and that's why it's so satisfying.
Happy then with the reaction from what we saw last week?
Delighted, yes, and I think the scoreboard tells you that as well.
You didn't have that dodgy spell before half time, John. We've had it last couple of days.
No, we didn't. No. I think the big learning point from today is that when we've scored, perhaps to be a bit more conservative and look after the ball, because twice we've scored, turned the ball over, and York came back straight away. So we need to be a bit perhaps more clinical and ruthless at that point. But apart from that, we've got to feel that we've, everybody on that field and everybody in the backroom staff, they've all contributed.
In the last 20 minutes, you had a lot of experienced players on the field. That's obviously deliberate.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I mean, when you want to close games out, you can do that. And obviously, when we've got 18 points up, Danny Brough's calves were tightening up, so we got him off wrapped in cotton wool, and hopefully he'll be okay for next week against Toulouse.
There was an incident late in that second half. Brandon Picker's goal went down. John, have you got any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed, obviously, with the outcome, because we did something similar and he ended up in the sin bin. So, but anyway, I thought the referee was very good today. You know, let's not beat about the brush. I thought he refereed to the standard of the game, and it was a high standard game.
And Massimo Tonga on his Bulls debut come on in the second half.
Yeah, he did okay, didn't he? You know, he's contributed, and that's all you can ask for.
And just finally, John, Rhys Evans, he don't score many tries, but you know, he's had a hat trick today, and you know, he'll enjoy that one.
Yeah, he's the Welsh wizard on the wing, isn't he? I'll have to put him on the wing more often. So yeah, they've been giving him a bit of stick in the changing room, but it was a great hat trick, and you know, everybody's played well today, Mick, and that's the pleasing thing.
And now you've got the playoff spot, John. Do you now focus your attention to finishing third, so you're potentially avoiding a trip to Toulouse in the playoffs?
It's not about avoiding things. It's about achieving. You know, our motivation is achievement, and obviously the greater achievement is finishing as high as you possibly can, and that's what we'll endeavour to do. And then, you know, we know the format of the playoffs, so that will unfold as the weeks progress. But it's just great to be in there.
What's this like as a venue, John?
Fantastic. It's a great venue. I just wish it could have been open to everybody. You know, 8,000 in here. It's a great venue, it's a great playing surface, and I think it showed, you know, that we enjoyed playing on there and in that atmosphere.